Good morning, everyone out there. I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. And let's see, what's to pin your comments here? I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Montana, and I also I go to Florida in the winter, so we live sort of both places, but majority of the time here. And today is a beautiful, very sunny day here. It's been cooler. I know half the country is very, very hot, but it has been delightful here. It gets up in the 80s in the daytime, but this morning it was in the 50s. I walked for a little bit this morning, and it was like 62. So just delightful. We've had quite a bit of wind, so we're hoping that the wildfires don't start. It says send stars to pin your comments here. Okay, let's see what's here. I'm going to just click that out. Comments will appear here. So, okay, let us know where you're coming from. I can see a few of you are on here. Let us know where you are, so that helps me be able to, there we go, I see myself. Last week I had our grandson, JP, here with me doing my Facebook Live. Hey, Denise, good to see you this morning. Just really nice to see you. I'm still not seeing comments on my iPad, but I don't know. I spent an hour this morning trying to figure that out. I think it's an update problem with my laptop. I can see them on my phone. I can see them when later on. So anyway, we will just keep going without seeing the comments. I can see them while I'm looking at you right now. Thank you, Denise from Colorado. And anyway, this week we have a craft along. So that's always fun. Once a month I come to you with a craft along, and I will show you what, if you shop with me this week, or if you did this past weekend when it was free shipping. Some of you I sent kits already, so you should be getting them in the mail either yesterday or today, so you can actually craft along. But those of you who would like, after watching the Facebook Live or the YouTube today, if you would like to order from me, place a $60 order and you'll get the 6 kits. If you place a $70 order or more, you'll get the gems, the embellishments to go with the 6 kits. We're doing 3 cards today, 2 of each. So let's start. I'm going to put my laptop aside. I'm going to turn the camera down. And I do have a class this week. It's the Perfectly Pairs, and it is a beauty. I still have availability to go. My in-person class is very full, and but I still you can pick it up on my porch, or I can mail it to you. So anyway, and then next week I'll be doing the Charming Day. So this week we're doing the Perfect Pairs and then Charming Day. But right now during the Facebook Live, we are doing the Christmas in July, because, oh my goodness, this is still July, and just in a couple of days, it will be August 1st. Next Tuesday is the day that we demonstrators get to preview online the new mini catalog. That starts in September. So this is all a little bit later than we used to, because now we have online exclusives. So we are using all online exclusives today. So let's turn the camera down, close your eyes, here we go. There we go. So we're going to be doing 5 cards this week in my class. These are a couple. Here's one that is very fun, like the punch card we did last week. Here's a simple card, just a very fun card with the ridges from embossing. And this one is just cutting apart a big sheet, but I just have these here to focus. So we will put those aside, but that's my class for this week. And it's really a good one. Today we are going to be using, this is perhaps my favorite new Christmas thing. It's called Jar of Joy. It's got this, I've got it open right now. The Jar of Joy, this coordinates with the the other one that came out, the one with the birthday candles and the hearts and the shamrocks. I can't think, is just Jar of Sweetness, I think, Jar of Sweetness. They're both online exclusives. They were released in July, and I've got little tabs here. Oh, here it is. So, the Jar of Joy, and this is the, I'm going to put it up really close. Let's see once here. So let us know when say hi. You can just say hi or tell us what state you're coming from. The Sweet Jar of Joy, it's photopolymer. The number is, it's $20. Get your pencil pen. It is 166176, and it's still available. It's a great one. We're also going to be using this Long Time No See stamp with the llama and the little hot dog. We're going to be using the sunflowers today, and we are using the, where is it? Here we go. Here, the label. We're using sentiments from the Label Me Grateful. I love that set. And we are using the embossing folder, the Holly Jolly. So, but first we're going to start with this one. I just am in love with this set. I've done a lot of cards. I didn't even bring out the other ones to show you, but anyway, we did one in my retreat, and I'm going to be using it again. I love it. It has this, this is what we're going to be using, is the 2-part gingerbread, but this snowman is adorable with the little snow, the ornaments. It is just a great set. And this is so great. I love it because I love punches, and it punched out the other one with the birthday and the flowers and the hearts, that one. So I hope it lasts a long time because it's really a great punch for sure. And then we are using this embossing folder. This is the Holly Jolly. And this is a hybrid. This is a hybrid embossing folder. Hybrid embossing folder. And, but you can also, we're going to use it today as a regular embossing folder. So just, it's a regular 3D also. But you can put the dies inside of this and run it through, and it'll pop it up. But we're not going to concentrate on that today. I have everything done for you as far as embossing. But if you buy the kit from me, you will need your own stamps and inks. And you can use any stamps you want, of course. But, so let me just go get show you what a kit looks like. I've got some over here. I'm going to just set this right here. This is what we're going to make today. Hey, Munch, good to see you. You can see that comment when I stand up. Just going to get the kit to show you. It's over here. So those of you who order from me, I will be sending you all of the directions, a little treat. This is so cute with these little piggy gummies. So the kit includes all of the directions, all of these directions for you. And then it has this kit. I have embellishments. And then I have 6 card kits that are included in this. So 2 of each. So it's like a stamp-a-stack. And that's what you get when you order from me right now, or today and the next couple of days. So this is what we're going to be making today. So first I made it with I wanted to use the pecan pie because I like that. And I think it's really cool with the red. But I wanted to use this embossing folder, and I wanted to sand. I just think the pecan pie is a little bit too dull. I like this better, so that's what we're doing. We're using just the white, but we're going to have some of the pecan pie in there. And we are going to be using these 2 stamps, and let's see what's here. There we go. Now let's get my little kit out here. So I've got a little sanding block. So this is, I don't know, I've had this for ages. It's something I just use in my toolkit here. So I'm using two-sided cardstock. Can you see this? This is the Granny Apple Green, and this is the lighter version, and that's, you can see it like that. The true version is the darker one. And we put it through, I'm going to show you this in just a second here. You put it through the embossing folder. And I want it to be on the darker side, so I'm going to put it, I almost always use, whether I'm putting ink on here or paper, I put it on the Stampin' Up logo right there, and I align it with that line, and I run it through. And you just need your platform and then that gray plate for embossing. So you run it through, and it comes out like this. This is what it looks like. It's two-tone. I did several of these. So you can see it's 2 inches by 5. I also did it in this, I don't know what color, if that's a mossy meadow. There's the true color. I think it's mossy meadow, but I used the light side. I don't like that as well. I like this Granny Apple. I like the brightness of it. And so that's 2 by 5. And we're going to emboss that. And I'm going to put that one away. But that's how you do that. It's so easy. And then you just take your, I'm just going to set that right there so I don't lose it. Get my, I want to get a little piece of scrap paper right here. So we're going to do some sanding. You've seen me do this before. And we're just going to take our sanding block and rub it across. And you know, you can use here's a nail file. You can use that too. Just hold it flat. It's just a little easy. I keep a couple nail files in my toolbox right at my desk here, but I love this look of sanding. Just because this two-tone cardstock has a white core to it. So you just sand, there you go, and that is it. Now, this has got a lot of little dust on it, so I'm going to throw that in my trash bag right here next to me. And now we're ready to go. This one I did not, let me see once here. Okay, and we are going to put this all together. So we have a white base. It's a thick white, 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have a red that's going to go next, 4 by 5 1/4, and then this white on top of it. And this green is going to go right on there like that. So it's just little increments of 1/4 inch. So let's put that together and then we'll do our stamping. So I'll take these off. All of these measurements will be, after my video is finished, you will see. It takes me a couple minutes. They're all typed up, and all I have to do, oops, the daisy pressed too hard. All I have to do is load those onto the video. So we're going to just put our 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece on right there. And now we're going to add this. So where's my little silicone? Like my silicone. And I'm just going to put a little bit very lightly. You can use your Tombow, you can use your seal. And we're going to just put it right here on the edge. Like that. And then we're going to put it, it's a very easy card. So you will be making 6 cards. I hope you will think about, you can case this, obviously. That's the purpose of this, is to give you some ideas, to get a jump start on Christmas. Okay, there we go. Now we are ready for some stamping. So let's bring in our piece right here. And it says stamp and punch here. So that's my scrap. Just going to set that aside. We're going to bring in our piercing mat because it is a photopolymer. We are going to stamp with the jar we're going to stamp that first. And actually, I'm going to do 2 of them just in case. You never know. We'll do 1. It's just as easy to do 2 of them. So we're going to do that. And then, let me get my little chamois, my little scrub right here. Get that open next to me. I had it sitting next to me. I didn't have it open. There we go. And then we're going to stamp a, oh, what I should have done was, I meant to do this first. Let me do that right away so I don't forget. I put my words up here. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Isn't that a nice saying? Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. There we go. You might want to stamp that first before you attach it, because just in case, you never know. Okay, and then we have 2 parts. We have the 2 stamps, the 2-part stamp. We're going to do the gingerbread is going to be in the pecan, so we're going to do that one second. We're going to do the red first. Now, just set that right there. Here's our red. Let me just get in the camera here so I can tap, tap, tap. We're going to give it a little bit of, there we go. We're going to do another one right there. Just there. Now, that's what it looks like. That's not quite complete, is it? So we need to, next, we're going to get our pecan pie, and that's the beauty of this. Oh my goodness, I think it's so cool. I love the pecan pie. It's just the perfect gingerbread color. How many of you like gingerbread? It's not my favorite. It's my husband's absolute favorite. I'm gonna stand up here so I can look down a little better. There we go. It's pretty good, cute little gingerbread. My Mom always would make gingerbread for my husband, molasses cookies. He doesn't like sweets very much, but he sure loves gingerbread. And, or molasses cookie, whatever. You don't have to cut them out that shape. That's not important. Okay, now we are going to take our jar punch, and it is called Sweet Jar Builder Punch, and that number is 165506. 506. We're going to punch this out just like that. And there we have our little gingerbread. We could stamp on the lid, but we're not going to. I have some of these already punched out with some red paper. So I already punched those things for you, and all you have to do is stamp. But there's a red lid for us. And let's take our pieces and set this aside. Get our card out here. This is a really easy peasy card. We're going to put this here. Isn't that just sweet with that? I love that. Now we're going to get some dimensionals and we're going to pop that up. Take those directions will be in my business, on my business page, just as soon as I'm finished. So we're going to just put a couple dimensionals on there. Should have grabbed my little jar. I didn't think of it until just this moment. We're going to get those off, and there we go. And you can put it either way, either angle. We're just going to put it like that. And then this is the lid, and you can put the lid like that. You can put it on, whatever. I'm going to throw the other one away because I'm not going to use that one. But we're going to maybe put this lid on. I'm going to just set, we're going to use a little end piece of these little, use my snips, and then just cut one of these because this will work great. So there we go. And we're going to just pop it on like that. What do you think? I think that's good right there. There we are. And put those aside. You always want to make sure you save those edges because they can be trimmed for little tiny things. They're really nice. Okay, let's see once. Now we need some embellishments and some ribbon. I have, where do I have my peppermints? There they are. I've got lots of sheets of peppermints started. So if you order with me, $70 or more, you will get the peppermints plus the next gems that I use too, which are going to be multi-pack. But you'll get 1 pack plus some cut gems. I'm going to put that peppermint on top, and I'm going to put some bigger gems on the bottom. Oops. And I'm going to just grab it like this. I've got a burn on my finger, and it's quite blistered. Oh, it had a manicure the other day, and I touched the lamp above where I was sitting to dry my nails. They're just it's regular polish, and I touched that lamp, and it just immediately blistered up, and it has been quite sore. Now I've got some red twine here, and it's just tricky trying to keep, I go through quite a few Band-Aids a day because it gets wet when I wash my hands, and then I have to change the Band-Aid constantly. Now here's the ribbon, the twine. I love that red and white twine. I'll include some of that for you too. And I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to use a glue dot. And let's see, where are my glue dots? There on the inside. And I'm just going to put it right there below the lid. With that knot right there, and there is our first card. You will be making 2 of these. So here's the one I did not sand. What do you think? Oh, Lynn, oh, I'm so happy to see you on here today. Thank you for sharing too. Linda was one of my best friends in college 60 years ago, probably 50 some years ago. Isn't that fun? It's fun to have you, Linda. I can see, and thank you so much for watching. Let's see, now I have, on my iPad, it's so weird because it says something about my Band-Aid. It just changed it. It was all descriptive. Okay, that's the first card. So that is the Jar of Joy. Again, that number is 166176. You can look at the online exclusives. Just go to shop and you'll see online exclusives. Which do you like better? Do you like the sanded look or do you like the plain? And of course, if you are buying the kit, you don't have to sand it. You can leave it plain. But I have embossed everything for you. So you get everything. So let's put that aside. Go on to the next card, and let's see what's here. The next card is, I'm going to move this out of my way. Got things all over the place here. The next card is this one. We're going to use an embossing folder again. This time it's going to be the sunflower, and I meant to look that up. It is out of stock. It's been out of stock several times. And it looks like this. It's a beautiful, huge embossing folder. I think it's coming back next week. It seems like it's around August 7th. But it's a good one for $12. Oh my goodness. And I love the beauty of this. You can actually run 2 pieces of cardstock at the same time. So that's sort of cool. It is really a nice one for sure. I've played a lot and I have a lot more that I want to try. And we are using the stamp set and the dies. Label Me Grateful. I think I said label me pretty yesterday on one of my posts or something. But it's a good one. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see, I'm doing something with that stamp set tomorrow night in my Zoom team meeting. Here's a card that we're going to be doing. This is going to be in August with the leaves for my cookies, cards, and coffee. But it's just, I love that label. It's a nice shape. I love the leaves. I love the poinsettias that we're doing today. And then there's some other leaves in there too. But it's just the acorns. It's a good one for sure. Okay, and the sentiments are beautiful. And you know, you could just get this for the sentiments. You wouldn't have to get this, but it's extremely useful, and it's not a very expensive set. I don't remember how much it is. It is, Let me see what's here. That number, it's a $39.50. So that number, if you want to write the bundle number, is, I'll let it try to focus. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I'm glad you chimed in there. Stacy said that sunflower embossing is due back August 11th. And you never know. Sometimes they come back a little early, too. So this is the Label Me Grateful. It's 166121. You can find that in the online store. That's available right now. So let's get going here. And so we're going to be making this one with the red base and the white inside. We are going to, on this one, I put the poinsettias on the top and a thank you on the inside. You're the best. Thank you. We're gonna do this card. This one I did first with the white. Let's see once. And then, let's see once. Which one are we doing today? I think we're doing this one. Let me see what I cut. Because I like, this one has a white base. This one has the real red base. And then these sunflowers are from the two-tone cardstock. Do you see the red? This is real red, and that's the lighter red on the other side. That sure was fun having that that sale on two-tone cardstock. I really bought, I didn't buy a ton, but I bought quite a few different multi-packs and a couple basics. And I really like it. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really like it a lot. So we are going to start. So in the kit, that if you get the kit, everything will be embossed for you. So if you don't have the sunflower and you want to get it, don't worry, because I have it embossed for you. Actually, let's see, who did that for me? I think one of my grandchildren, when they were here, my two grandsons that were here from Mexico did some things like that. No one really likes die cutting very much. They would all rather do more fun things. They used to when they were little. So we're going to start with the red base like that. And it's 5.5 by, it's going to be like this. Let's see, our embossed piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So you can use the debossed side or the embossed. Now, we're not rubbing any ink on here, but you certainly could. But we're not. We're just keeping it clean and simple because we have, you're going to have 6 cards to make. So you can do whatever you want. You do you. No problem. So we're going to just put a little bit of adhesive on this. Now, lots of people like to use their liquid glue on embossing folders, but I'm trying to use a light hand. It's less messy and not quite so, it's not as forgiving as regular seal. There we go. So there we have it. I'm so glad you told me that, Stacy. We're going to stamp on here. This is the banner set. Oh my goodness, it's quite a, I didn't think I was going to buy it. Let me find it for you. It's ginormous. It's with the alphabet. It's in our annual catalog. Look how many dies there are. Let me see once. There are 20 dies. My eyes seem to be not focusing as well today, but lots of dies. I've used the inside ones. I've not used any of the big ones. I have made you can use it on the fold and make a card. That works too. That's sort of cool. Okay, let's do our stamping, and we're going to get our piercing mat in here. Where are my little piercing mat? And we're going to use this label. Now, this really isn't a Christmas stamp per se, but I think that it works really well for a thank you. We're going to use real red. Real red, where do we have that? Right here. And, at Christmas, I really send a lot of thank you cards. So we're going to, after Christmas, we have people that are, we're going to put it down toward the bottom. You're the best. There we go. And the reason I'm putting it toward the bottom, I almost forgot there, was that we're going to put our poinsettias along the top. Now let's put our inside together too. We're going to, you're the best, and the white inside is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to, so a thank you. We're going to use this stamp set. I love this saying. So grateful for that heart of yours. We don't really need the piercing mat because it's a foam. Do you see the foam in there? Whenever we have foam, we don't need the piercing. But I just forgot for a moment, so well, that's why we're doing it. It doesn't make any difference. It will still be fine. Okay, this is going to go on our inside. And this, we have our pieces. Here's an extra one. Now we have the real red side. That's the true side. That's the lighter version. But it's so fun to be able to sort of use them as mats. We're going to just put this together. And there we have it, just like that. And now we're going to put this on our card. I just think these sunflowers are sunflowers, and usually you don't see sunflowers at Christmas time, but I don't know, they could almost be poinsettias. So that's what I thought, oh, that's sort of cool. We use them as poinsettias, and we'll just keep them as white. Now you could have done this on red paper. That would probably look more like a poinsettia. We're going to just put this on the inside while we can. Whoops, the daisy. We're going to get this on. Whoops. See if I can. There we go. And there's that. I'm going to take these aside. Remember, all the comments, all the sizes will be written down for you. Up there are the extra poinsettias. I knew I had 4 of them cut out. I think we're only going to use 3, but let's see once here. Thank you, Jeannie. Good to see you this morning. Okay, I'm going to put take my little jar of foam pieces. We're just going to cut one right there, and I think that should do it. Put it on like that. There we go. And I'm going to just put it right there off to the side. You can put it wherever you want to show the flowers. And then we are going to add some dimensionals. So, not dimensionals. This one I used the 3 across. This one I put in the corner. Which do you like better? Which do you like better, the corner or across the top? So while you're voting on that, and I'm going to have to stand up and look at your comments, I am going to, let's see, I'm going to use glue dots. There's a dark side, there's a light side, and here is a dark. So we're going to put some glue dots on here now. And I'm going to actually just take my glue dots, and I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to take 2 of them and sort of wad them up on my take your pick tool. And I'm going to put them on there like that so they pop up a little bit. So I'm going to do 2 of those. 2 at a, I like to use 2. You can use 1 if you want, but 2 gives it a little bit more. We're going to put that one on there. So the nice thing about your silicone mat, it just doesn't, nothing sticks to it. I love that. I love a silicone mat. They're not expensive. I think they're $6 now or something. So we're just sort of rolling that up into a ball. Okay, let's see what you're saying here. Corner. Cindy says corner. Hey, Cindy. Kathy says both ways. Both ways. I don't know. We have just a few comments coming in, so we'll see. Let's get our bow in the meantime. So let's get some of the twine. So it comes on the like this, and we are going to. I'm going to double it up like that and make a excuse me, tie a bow, tighten it up. So I used a double, so I'm going to snip it right there. Tighten my bow, and now we're going to put it on. Let's see what you're saying. Across the top, 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 top. I think we have more tops across the couple, say, corner, but more on top. So we're going to put it on top this time. And you can see my, so there we go. Now we're just going to put them right across the top. We're going to put 2 of them on there like that. Just like that. And then this one, I'm actually going to put a little bit of a dimensional on there. I'm just going to cut a, I'm going to put it regular. A little mini would have been better, but I don't have a mini here. So I'm going to put this on top, pop it up. Okay, like that. And now we're going to just bring in our gems. And let's see, what do I have for gems? I have a bunch of things. Anything that has yellow. So the In Color flat pearls. That's a darling duckling. We have this new one. I love these low profile dots, and that's what we're going to use because they are, they're called low profile sparkle dots. They're extremely flat, and we're going to use these. They almost look more like a, I don't know if they're daffodil or what, but they're nice. We're going to use those. I'm going to put a big one right there. So on this one, I used a cluster. Like a cluster here, I put one on this one. I put one on every one. So we're just gonna do it like this. You could even put little ones around it if you wanted. You know, you could do that, but it's a little overkill, I think. So I think that's good just the way it is. And what we're going to do next is put our bow on with the glue dot. So let's see, once here, get our glue dot, and we're going to just put that on our twine right there, and there is our card. There we have it across the top, and there we have it across the corner, and it's an easy card, but I think it's a pretty card, and we use those thank you notes a lot at Christmas time. So anyway, there we go. That's our second card. So this was the card on a white base, and then I used a red mat. I always like to sort of, when I'm designing, I like to do 2 at the same time and try to figure out which one I like better. And so that one's finished. Now our last card is a fun one. It's a coloring one. It's called Long Time No See. It's an online exclusive, and this little hot dog card is adorable. You can stretch that neck like that if you want. This one has a scarf, and you could put the scarf on the dog or the llama. There's some I love the font. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Or it could say, happy birthday, sorry I'm a little behind. Isn't that cute for the dog? Or happy birthday, long time no see. But that's what we're going to be doing. So this is the card. I did this for a swap. I had to make 16 of these. This is an online exclusive. The number is 166189, and I believe I have all of those on the typed part after my video today, so you'll see that. So this is what we're making. This paper, you're going like, where is that from? Here's the other one I used a lot. This is the coolest paper. It's called Need for Tweed. It is in the online exclusives, and that number, if you want, it's sort of cool because you get 3 sheets of everything. So, you know, when you're making Christmas cards, it's nice to have more. more of the same. So that number, need for tweed, is 166144. And I'm not sure what the cost is on that one, but it just came out in July. I love this one with the red. I've used almost all of that, but most of you are getting some of that. That's on the back. This is one we're going to use today. And that's on the beige is on the back. Pretty tweeds. I haven't been shopping for a long time. I imagine tweeds are going to be really big. I don't know if that's why they did it or what. But anyway, it's sort of a cool thing. Okay, we're going to make this little llama. It says Merry Christmas. So, not a hard card. We're going to bring this all out. And we're going to do our stamping on that. The Merry Christmas, beautiful font for sure. We're going to have a cherry cobbler top folding card, 4 1/4 by 11. So it's a half a sheet. You get 2 cards out of 1 piece of cardstock. Scored it at 5 1/2. And we're going to use this postage. I was thrilled that this one carried over, this die. What's that from? Originally, I don't know, but that's going to go on the inside. We're going to stamp on that. And then we have our white base, our white mat, 4 by 5 1/4. And there we go on that. And I'll put those there for you just in case if you want them. And then our DSP is just a 1/4 inch smaller, 3 3/4 by 5. It's just little increments of a 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to turn it so I can see it better. There we go. And there's that. So now we have to do our stamping. Okay, let's see what's here. I'm going to set that aside. We're going to do some stamping with where did I put my piercing mat? There it is. We're going to do something on the inside. We're going to stamp our little llama, and our words are going to be on this. You know, it's a little wide, but we can always make it smaller. We're going to put Merry Christmas on that. So we're going to use our cherry cobbler ink. Go. Ooh, it is dark, isn't it? It dries later, but it's a dark one. It's much darker than the others for sure. Okay, Merry Christmas. And I think on the inside we'll use, let's see we're going to use this one that came from the jar. We'll put that on the inside. I think that'll be good. So let's put that right there. Oop, I got a little bit of ink right on that. Better get my wet wipe here. This red I wore a red shirt today. Seems a little strange wearing a red shirt maybe in the middle of the summer, but anyway. I thought that would be good for today. We're going to put this on the inside. I'm going to turn that over. You can use the other side. And wishing you the sweetest Christmas. There we go. And that is done. So now let's do our llama. We're going to close up that red and get out our black. We're going to use black memento. And you know that I am really big on, I love these. This is a basic white foam pad, and this is the other memento. You know, you always keep your memento upside down like that. But I just put re-inker on here, and I love the way it works. It works so much better. This is a felt ink pad, and it's you know, you really have to press. Okay, we're going to do our llama, and we're just going to put a little bit of a llama on the inside too. We're going to just put his head right here. There we go. Isn't that cute? So we're going to put that on the inside of our card, and on this piece, what is this, nested essentials maybe? Love these. I was pretty sure they were going to retire, and they didn't. I was actually thrilled. So now there's the head, And now you can make that llama body or the dog body as long as you want. We're going to, I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to, thank you very much. I'm going to put it up here, try to get it straight. There we go. And there we have it. And you could, you could even make a long slimline card. This would be cute. You can use this for the dog body. It's just a great little set. So we're all done with the black. We'll close that up. But isn't he cute? You could also use the dog. You could turn it this way with this label and make the dog body. That would be cute too, I think. Okay, and then we're going to take our blends. Let's get our, oh, I have red everywhere now. Let's get our, so I snip these ends like that, and that we can use that. And now we're going to bring in our blends. So I have some, the color I used was cherry cobbler. However, let me see what you're saying here. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Thank you, Julie Smith, for sharing. Thank you. Appreciate that, everyone. So we're using the old olive, and I used real red. I just think cherry cobbler is really dark. I used some crumb cake and some petal pink for the nose. So on the ears, I just take the petal pink, and I just real quickly, there we go. And then for the llama, I go, this is what I do. You can do any way you want, but I just take my dark crumb cake real fast and just go along the outside. And wherever there are some lines that Stampin' Up! Has provided, I color those dark. And then I take my light, like this light crumb cake, and then I make little circles and blend them together like that. So you do need your own blends for this. You can do whatever you want. And you just keep coloring like that, making little circles. And then I already have one halfway colored, which is right here. So then you're going to alternate the reds and then the green, or whatever color you want to make it. You don't have to make it a Christmas card. You can put the Christmas lights. There are some Christmas lights in there too. I didn't do that, but you can use that green like this. You could use Granny Apple. I actually think Granny Apple might have been better, but oops, a daisy, got a little bit out the line there. I'm going to show you what to do when you go out of the line. I went out of that black line, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. I'm going to get my white, it's a color lifter. I'll tell you what, my grandson Bo was over yesterday. They're trying to earn money, and he texted me first to see if he had any jobs. He organized all of my blends. He's the kind of kid that likes to organize things. So he organized my blends. Next, he's going to organize all my ink pads. So you just push it from the outside toward the in. So wherever it went out of the line, you push it inwards like that, and it dries clear. So there we go with that. So let's put our card together. It's almost finished. Let's put our inside. Isn't that cute? You could color that, of course. And I love this postage for the inside, and those of you who order from me, you'll get this in your kit too. There we have that. And now we're going to put this on. We're going to put them on flat. I think what I did too, now I've got black on my hand. So I do love reading all your comments, and I definitely will do that tonight. I love sitting in my recliner or in the kitchen at the counter or whatever, and at lunchtime and reading the comments. I'm going to put that on. We're going to pop this up with some dimensionals, and got one right here. I'm going to use like that. Oop, a little bit too long. I'm going to cut it shorter and put that on. And again, you're going to use the peppermint Love those peppermints. Last year, we only had them for a short time. They were unavailable for quite a while, and we missed them most of the time. So here we have, oh, this one's a little crooked, but it'll be okay. There we go. And you could add some Winka Stella if you wanted. I'm going to just add a little bit of Winka Stella to his head, to the crumb cake and his ears, the pink, petal pink. I'm not going to do the red and green. And let's see what's here. We've got some ribbon, and this is the Mossy Meadow and Gold. It is scrumptious, just beautiful. It's sort of a two-way, darker on one side, gold on the other. And I already tied a bow here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, tighten that up, and bring in my scissors, my little snips. I don't know what Stampin' Up! Is going to do about not having these little snips. The manufacturer stopped making them, which is really sad because they were the best ever. So I hope you all had some of those. You know, I do save these little bits. You can actually squeeze them together with a couple other things, tie a twine around it, and I don't have one handy, but I did that on some things. I do that all the time. I just sort of save those little pieces. Get your glue dot out and put it on your ribbon, and you can put this wherever you want it. There we go. And there is our little Christmas llama. Isn't that sweet? What do you think? What do you like that card? Let's see what's here. You're watching from Idaho, Levon. Oh, good, good, good. Well, that's sweet of you to watch while you're helping your daughter. Okay, that is our card. Let's see what else we made today. So these are the other, oh, I forgot the gems. Yep, we forgot the peppermint gems on here, and we'll do that real fast. We're going to put, oops, a daisy. Okay, we're going to put one up here. We're going to put another one right there. And that is our card for today, for these 3 cards. Well, we did pretty well making it in less than an hour. I don't like to go over an hour. So there we have the first card, the second card, and the third card. Those of you who place an order with me, you will get this kit. I've already sent out, I think, 6 of them, and I have a few more left. So if you're ordering, go ahead and let me know for sure, and I will see your orders. Okay, let's turn the camera up. Which of these 3 is your favorite? Some good little Christmas cards and a thank you, Christmas thank you. Okay, let's turn the camera up. There we go. So now you can see my red shirt. Oh my goodness, it seems a little funny wearing this red in the middle of this hot summer. Let me turn, whoops, a daisy. Let me turn that up a little bit. And there we go. Alrighty. So don't forget, those of you, next week we get to have a sneak peek of the catalog. That's always exciting. We've had to wait so long this year for the mini catalog. Let me just tell you that there will be no Halloween in the mini catalog. All of the Halloween is right now on the online exclusives. Like a couple weeks ago, you saw me do a Halloween card. All of those things, if you like to do Halloween projects, that's available now. I wouldn't wait until, October 1st, because that'll be too late. Things will sell out by then. So the holiday catalog that's coming, and if you want a catalog and you've never received one from me, make sure you're on my email list, and make sure you let me know that you would like a catalog, please. I will be finalizing the mailing selector Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know, whatever. I guess it must be Thursday is the 31st, so it's due by the 31st. Okay, that is it for today. I will see you again next week, next Tuesday, and that will be August. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you find some time to craft and enjoy the beautiful weather or if it's hot where you live, stay inside and get air conditioning. But if you're outside, it's beautiful here right now. So anyway, I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.